I don't know. He didn't deny it though.
He didn't really deny it. I'm trying to find that hog tie piece because that had me dying. I don't know. It's put like hog tie, R. Kelly, Gail.
I don't know how to hog tie. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here.
Somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog tied her. I don't know how to hog tie people.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
Yo.
Oh, God.
I'm very tired of all of you.
God be dying.
R. Kelly, you should have been a comedian, my nigga. You're good to
You
start.
can hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
Let's go. And it didn't crack. You're getting good.
And it didn't crack.
Usually that shit cracks. Like when you say yeah, because you yell too damn loud.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I just like yelling.
It's okay. What up, Gene?
What up? This is Wassup Every Podcast. And I actually just noticed, unfortunately, I'm sorry to the general audience, I realized that I made a mistake with the thumbnail, with the numbering, because I looked at one that said 50 at 52. When you go to JK's episode, it goes right to 54. So there's technically no episode 53.
There's a 53.
There is no 53.
No?
If you look at it, it goes 50, 51, 52, 54.
Oh, so what? It's a fucking typo. Fucking.
Hey, look, it's just
Don't
us
sue
two
us,
here.
all right? It's
we
all
don't
right.
have
We made a
fucking
mistake.
production team. This guy here is the production team.
I'm not
and
gonna know.
everything.
Like, see, I wouldn't even notice shit like that. See, that's another thing. Like, sometimes I'll be wondering, should we even number them?
That's how I'm thinking too.
Like, at some point, it's just you already give it a pizzazzing name due to the episode of the guest, and then it's just I'm thinking, should I just change it to like the name, and then the pod, and that's it.
Oh.
This way, when it gets looked up, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is put the name in the pod.
Oh, and happy 2-year anniversary. February 18th was our first episode.
Nice. What's today?
February 19th.
Nice, nice. That's what I'm talking about.
So it's been 2 years of What's Up Everybody podcast. Technically, it was called Picasso's Basement for a time.
You should bring that back too. Much. You should look. This shit's all set up for you. All you gotta really do is just like press play.
I kind of want to do it like how
All you gotta do is press play. Everything is set up for you.
I kind of want to do it how
You can
Joe
hit me up,
Budden
guys. I
does.
charge for my services. I can do that for you too.
Yeah. Go to him for rates. Hit his DMs. I feel like I want to do that. Bring that kind of back. How like like with Joe Budden, he has like his regular show, and then like on
And
the
then he
side,
has that shit where he sits on the couch with people, right?
like with special one-on-one interviews.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to do that like for something. Not probably call it Picasso's Basement, but something else.
Yeah, just like
Piggy talk or some bullshit.
I mean, probably do that for people you really have interest in, like exclusive convos.
Yeah.
Like even if you can't have the advantage of sitting down like this, you can still there's fucking dope microphones that you could buy that connect to your cell phone, and you just connect it and just have a little 5-10 minute intimate conversation with somebody. Feel me? And those would be yours.
Yeah, I would like to do something like that.
I know a lot of podcasts that are still just audio. I know a lot of podcasts don't have video. It's just audio, and I'm still in it. I be watching it. I mean, I be listening to it. I'm still in it. I'm interested every Saturday when Earth Ancients comes out, because I still haven't found no video for it like that. It's choppy. It's all audio. They're all phone calls. I think they have a video archive, but they haven't found a way. I think they're gonna start releasing it on YouTube now, but that's just recent. The show's fucking old already. But I like if the content is good, the content is good.
Yes.
My bad. I took our shit off of Spotify with the video. I did that because we weren't seeing no numbers on the audio. Because for some reason, Anchor, when you post a video, doesn't allow you to put the
audio and the video at the same time?
No. What we get paid for is not only the listen, is the advertisement from Anchor that's on there that you made. You get paid for that. You get paid when it spins. If it don't spin, you don't get paid. When you post a video, they don't let you spin it.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? So that's why I have us on YouTube now exclusively.
So, of course, if you want the audio, go to Anchor, go to Spotify.
Well, how do you digest podcasts? Do you watch most of them, or do you listen to most of them?
I usually watch because I'm home, and
Oh, really? You watch?
yeah, I'd rather watch than to listen. It's like when I'm in the car, I'm focused on just more music, just listening to my music than to just hear a podcast. It would have to be something very interesting, and even then, like if I do watch a video in my car, the video will play on YouTube.
Okay.
I won't play it like on Spotify or anything.
Okay.
Like when I watch like off the record listen to off the record by academics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing the videos. I'm not playing the
Well,
Spotify.
see, I don't watch. Nah, I don't. I'll watch him when he's like in his room with the camera talking shit. When he
When he
does like a
goes
little
live.
snippet, like a little snippet of something.
He literally does like 4 or 5 hour live streams, and then he just chops them, and then just re-releases them as like small
Little
video
little
segments,
segments. Like that's
which
how
is
you get into
genius.
pockets.
Yeah, that's it's pretty much you got your long form video, and you chop it like 10 different ways.
Who did he just sit with? Didn't he just sit with Hassan Campbell?
Yeah, he's having Hassan Campbell.
Don't
and the
they got
week
some
before
shit
that-
going on right now?
No, it's between Hassan Campbell and Charleston White.
Yeah. What is this? You know, I know you good with this. You got the details.
Well,
Drop the
I
T.
haven't found like I haven't understood the full story.
I'm gonna get next week. I'm gonna bring I got a 100-foot HDMI in the crib. I'm gonna bring the 100-foot. That shit. You know what I mean?
You're gonna in the
It's gonna just look even better.
uh,
Watch, even better, B. Yo, we coming 2023. We coming, bro.
he's coming.
Coming for you like an enemy.
I don't know. Depends on what you mean by coming when you talk to you.
You see
I'm
what
coming
I'm saying?
2023.
You see what I'm saying?
What do you mean? You see what you
I'm
see
coming
here, what
like
you saying?
Jordan down the lane about to dunk the ball.
Balls.
Did you watch the NBA 3-point and
Nah, I don't watch none of that stuff.
No, you don't like it?
Nah.
I like the game, I guess. I don't really like it either though. Don't really like what the fuck. You guys are doing what you guys do all the time, putting the ball through hoops.
Exactly. So it's like, why am I here?
All right, go back to this Hassan bullshit.
Well, apparently, how I gathered it, there's a lot of BS talking between both of them, and one of the highlights I noticed from Charleston White's side they said about Hassan Campbell was, because as you know, Hassan Campbell used to be in the Zulu Nation doing stuff with African Bambaataa.
No, African Bambaataa was doing stuff to his booty hole.
Yes, and
yes.
kind of Charleston brought
You know,
that up.
certain people get famous for certain things. Like, Kim's famous for taking jizz on the face. Yeah, Hassan, you're famous for taking dick in the butt.
Like, he knows where
Yo, I'm not even talking shit. I know you like a shooter or something like that.
He's a killer. Like, even
I know he's a killer.
intimidated.
Everybody's a killer, but nobody's really gonna kill you for saying something bad about them. If you people really take things to the next level and want to hurt other people for saying something about you, then you really got something wrong with your brain. Unless somebody comes to hurt you or threatening your kids or taking away your money, I'm gonna say it again. African Bambaataa play with his booty hole.
Like,
yeah.
more than play with his booty hole, he was like driving her around and then getting his booty hole played and all this stuff. From what Charleston White's saying, this is not me. This is straight from Charleston White's mouth.
Well, Hassan, you say he played with the booty hole, and that wasn't me.
And allegedly, he tried to throw like a charity event in Texas, and he asked Hassan to pull up.
Okay.
And Hassan was pretty much ghosted him.
Okay.
And Charleston White felt some type of way about that, and he was like, "Screw him." And everybody knows how Charleston White talks. He goes
all the way in. Like, I saw a little clip where he was coming at like Mob Ties and all these ninjas. Like,
"Yep."
Like, y'all ain't gangster. Y'all don't run nothing out here. You know what runs out here? The cops. The law. You know what
I think it says something about Jay Prince and the family.
Yeah, Jay Prince and all them. He was talking. It's about. He's crazy.
I mean, is he 100% wrong? No.
You're never 100% wrong. The military, the police officers, the
go.
government, they're the ones that always run everything. He's just spitting facts. I'm just saying who you spit it to.
It's like, mind you, this is just you even look at like the whole Rap-A-Lot family. It's supposed to be just strictly a record label, but
No, they're not though.
They're more than that.
They're more than that. They calm down beefs. They get people's chains back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They're a lot more than just a record label.
they're like that bridge that breaks.
I think we'll
they-
call it a spade, bro.
They
Like,
extend a Houston olive branch to everything.
let's call a spade a spade. They gangsters with record labels.
Do you believe they had something to do with the death of Takeoff?
I don't subscribe to all this rumor mill stuff. Like,
Gillian Wild, apparently, I don't know if you saw
It's-
that interview with them.
what?
With Gillian Wild.
They're
and the Prince
accusing.
family.
They think.
They didn't accuse nothing. They didn't say nothing that they were doing anything. But it's like it was more that it felt like Gilly Wild purposely gave them a platform to talk to absolve their names from having anything to do with Takeoff.
Why? But why? See, that's when you look guilty. Like if they don't teach you anything, like if you're not taught anything, you look guilty when you're saying when you have to say I didn't do it. When you gotta come on a platform and you gotta be like I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got nothing to do with that. I got you just it just if you have nothing to do with it, you shouldn't have to say anything, and then you shouldn't have to like you shouldn't have people to say those things too. If you the big and bad boss and everybody's coming to you guys thinking either A, you had something to do with it, or B, you know who has something to do with it, right? You're the big bad wolf in this story, right? You shouldn't be having to get on platforms and come on spaces and be like, oh no, I didn't have nothing to do with it. I don't know what happened. I don't know who did what. You're the big bad wolf. You know, so it's like when you let the surrounding settings of the what's going on cave in on you, you look, in my opinion, you look like you did have something to do with it. You look like you do know somebody that knows someone that knows something. You know what I'm saying? Because you even had to say something about it. That's why that's my opinion. Like, if you guilty, you don't say nothing. If you're not guilty, you don't have to say nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and I know I've been seeing this shit on TV. You see, Take the Stand on Hulu.
No,
There's a show called Take the Stand on Hulu. It's pretty dope.
what's it about?
It's about people that take the stand, and they're not always
Obviously.
guilty and innocent, but it's about them trying to be absolved of what they're being accused of.
People were like guilty, but really not guilty.
Some of them aren't. Some of them really aren't guilty, and if it wasn't for them taking the stand and saying that they weren't guilty, they would have been accused of it. For my thing is that it's in the court of law. That is your life being in jail. That is your civil liberty to take the stand or not. When it comes to street shit, you ain't never got to talk to the streets about what you did, what you didn't do, what you're involved in, what you did or aren't involved in. When it comes to street shit, the street shit's not the law. You know? So if, like, for him to go on Gilly and Wallow and even saying that's just weird. That's just weird for me.
Doesn't
You know what I mean? Like,
doesn't make Gilly and Wild look weak themselves.
but no, Gilly and Wallow are they're no offense, they're media now. I'm not saying that they make the same news as Fox 5 and CNN, but they're a media company now. Noriega's a media company now. Joe Budden's a media company now. All these niggas are media companies. So to some extent, I do think that there is some capitalistic mind state there. They're capitalizing on a big story. They're capitalizing on the numbers that they can make. Look how it got back at Noriega when he did that with Kanye, because he was thinking with his wallet first and thinking about numbers first before thinking about the effects of this actual toxic person in this toxic state right now coming onto my platform to show it. Yeah, and when you become a media company, like, you know, just because we're not paid millions of dollars, that, you know, there is a conversation to be had whether or not we would have somebody sit as a guest here if we knew that they were really a bad person, a toxic, or the streets didn't like them. We would have to sit down and talk and be like, yo, all right, do we want to have them? Do we really want to have them?
We never.
And we shouldn't
never
even,
did.
you know, the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, G, I don't think that we, like, if we know somebody personally, and that person wants to come up to us and be like, yo, I really need to get this out. I'm being da-da-da-da. I'm going to have to look at them being like, nah, why you got to get that out? Why you got to get that out here? Why, you know, and that's why I say it's everybody taking advantage of the situation. Like, even Hassan Campbell is a walking commodity. How he starts his little fucking pods with an axe in his hand.
Shall we begin?
And then looks to the left of himself. The poorest production I've ever seen in my life.
I think he's just straight does it off of an iPhone.
No, but my point is that what are you like the mayor of the streets? You're talking for what we feel or something? Like, where did you get this? Where did you get this thing to get to think that because you see numbers? And yes, people listen to you because people listen. There's people to listen to everybody everywhere. Find your fan base. Want to be famous? Find your fan base.
I never understood that too. He'll be like on his platform, So, the streets is talking about this. It's like nobody's talking about that.
Yo, but they might be. We ain't in the streets
it might
like
be
that.
it might be like a few associates that he knows and say, "Oh, this is what people are saying," but not the mass, not the entire world
Well,
saying it.
like I said, his numbers reflect on people paying attention to him. My whole thing is that he's a commodity. These niggas are all commodities. He could be thinking he's preaching shit for the streets to learn and streets. Cool. There's a message in every bottle.
We got messages. We have a message.
There's a message in every bottle though. There's nothing special about his message.
It's the same thing. Like for every
Fact
there's like
of the
a
matter
million
is,
that says,
Africa Bombada's walking around safe, fine, untouched, right?
Yep.
Still alive and kicking for all that street shit and all that crazy shit, and that means that
They'll go out the Alpo, but not American Bambaataa.
not even that. That means they left room for this dude to molest little kids again. So what are you really doing if not coming after him to stop him, to kill him, to get him caught up? What message are you really preaching? When if somebody did this to you, you letting them walking around free like cool is good and gravy. So what are you, a street dude, a victim, or a walking commodity? For me, anyway, like half of the academics too. Academics got a talent for reporting. I ain't taking it away from him.
I think he's just
As he's gotten older, I think he's matured a little bit better with the way he delivers his reporting. But in the beginning, with that Chirac shit, you know that?
I mean,
that was an opportunity.
That was his come up. People know him from the war in Chirac.
Come on, but that wasn't that. It didn't. And not to say it didn't need to be detailed. People did need to know what was going on. But what did it change, really, homie? It changed his life.
Yeah,
It changed his life. It didn't
Chicago's
make
still scary.
the neighborhoods better. It didn't make people stop killing each other. Chicago's even more scarier now. So what did his reporting really do? If anything, it made these gully ass Chicago niggas be like, yeah, that's our hood. That's what it made him feel like, because he got those millions and numbers and all that shit don't only come from the streets. It comes from real life people that live regular lives and will never move to Chicago again now.
He was just talking about how he
Real
almost
estate
got like
agents
5
hate that nigga in Chicago. They hate Ack in Chicago.
He recently said he got almost like 6 billion views on his channel. And then he had that like stupid ass beef with Sharp for a little bit, which was dumb.
And like I said, I ain't hating. Get your money.
Did you like that beef with Sharp?
Talk to me. I don't know about it.
The beef he had with like Sharp from No Jumper?
I know Sharp. I don't the details.
Yeah, I thought I did. I love his voice.
I like Sharp though.
I like Sharp.
I like Sharp. I like Sharp because he
I
honest.
made love because his voice, because it's like that I did.
Yeah, but you know what I like?
About doing it.
You know I really like Sharp too, because he's been like that from the jump. From the jump street.
Right.
Even when he was on White Soft Underbelly.
Soft white underbelly.
There you go. He's been like that from the jump.
I think that was his come up, because I think that particular episode he was on has like 5 million views. So
No, I know it was his come up, and not only that, No Jumper.
Yeah, No Jumper
Come
gave him
on.
the platform because he was a guest originally first, and then they liked him enough to, hey, here's your own little
And he's
Shark Tank thing.
It's that he's honest too. You know what I mean? And then look, there's something to be said when you can say anything to anybody. You got a talent when you can say anything to anybody. And not to say every situation got to lead to something sour, but you got to play chess when you call somebody out their card. When the things that he says to these females, no, you are a whore. No, when you do that, you know what I'm saying? When he presses like Kazumi and all these bitches, because they had like 30 dicks in one night. Yeah. You know, like when you do that and you push the envelope, and you're not afraid, or you that right there is to be appreciated and respected. That's why he gets a lot of attention, because regardless he a pimp or not, how he handles his people, how he handles his demeanor, that's just awesome, B. That's just awesome. You can't beat that.
According to academics, he's a worker.
So what?
You're a pimp, but it's like nobody's making money being a pimp. It's like you still got to punch in, punch out. You're a worker.
I don't believe that. I don't think he's a pimp now. He can't be a pimp now and work for No Jumper unless he owns like a legal brothel
or OnlyFans.
Nah, pimping is illegal. There's no way that hip hop police are real. There'd be no freaking reason. Like Andrew Tate was doing bad shit before he got famous and known for it. He already had that. Past is coming from him. With Sharp, if you did the bad stuff, got the knowledge, keep it moving. There'd be no reason to pimp illegally. You pimp legally now. Now you open up a brothel in Nevada, wherever it's legal. You open one up, and you be a real pimp. That's a real pimp right there. Legal, clean women. Now, yeah, that's man. There's
Clean
nothing
women.
wrong with because there's nothing wrong with prostitution. There's nothing wrong with prostitution. There's nothing wrong with men paying for it. There's only something wrong when you don't. When you don't and you take it, that's wrong. But yo, if we're human beings, and somewhere along the line, like we had this convo in the car, people stop acting like that's okay to be one. If it's okay to be whoever you want on the internet, if it's okay to be whatever you want in person, you want to identify as a plant today? I'll get you some dirt. You could be that now. So why is it not okay for us to relate back to our human nature? And sex is okay. People treat it like it's so weird, and so what?
It's taboo.
The dude likes a gerbil in his ass. Leave him alone.
He wants a gerbil. He wants
Leave him
something
alone.
crawling in his ass.
Leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always got something to say and always, ew.
Why do you do that? That's disgusting. I'm like,
That's why.
and
That's
then the
what-
people who say that never even thought about like any of this shit or even tried it because they're
love
so
Dave
used to the
Shapiro.
same. Huh?
You hear Dave Shapiro? You hear Dave Shapiro like on anal sex?
Who's Dave Shapiro? I know
Ben Shapiro, my
I'm
bad.
like,
Ben Shapiro.
I'm like
Ben Shapiro on anal sex. He's hilarious. He's like, why would you do that?
I mean, but
It's
he
fucking disgusting. He's like, it's disgusting.
but he's very-
why would you attempt?
He's living mayonnaise. He don't fucking do shit.
He's living mayonnaise.
He is the most. He's egg white in an empty room. He don't do nothing. He's literally one way. He's like
Remember when he was reading the Meg Thee Stallion and
he look
Cardi
like
B
he's the type
lyrics?
that apologizes every time he's going in, like going, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Like he's hurted her.
Oh man, you right. Oh man,
Like,
he's funny though. He's funny.
and he
I know
cries
that's really.
himself to sleep after.
I know that's really him, but that's really funny. Yeah, he definitely cries himself to sleep after. Like, what did I have? What have I just done to her?
Mother would not like this, like Mike Pence or some shit.
What have I just done to her?
I'm sorry. I love you. I'm doing Shapiro on the Daily Wire. What is a woman?
So,
What is
who
a
do you think
woman?
is right in the argument with Hassan and
They're both dumb. Like I don't deal with that dumb Hassan Charleston.
Isn't
White.
it crazy how
Charleston
many-
White's just crazy. He just says a whole bunch of stupid stuff. He's just his whole existence is him riling you up for a response. That's literally what he does. If you just ignore it, eventually
never
he'll
hear
stop.
it.
You'll never
You'll
hear
never
it.
hear it.
And if he keeps going, just keep ignoring. You feed these people power for them to like want to respond and try to get some reaction.
Mm-hmm.
If you do nothing, absolutely nothing, no matter how much they say and do the worst stuff, he can say, "Oh, I'm gonna dig up your mom and fuck her in the ass" or some crazy shit. Just ignore it. Don't risk your life. Don't risk whatever notoriety or reputation you have, or try just to end up dead or in jail or scrutinized by the masses. Just leave it alone. You good. Live your life to the fullest. Like, people are going to talk shit about you the rest of your life. And that's one thing that I absolutely learned, in my experiences when it comes to people who bully or people who are constantly like, "Oh, you heard what such and such said about this guy?" I'm like, if you just ignore it, who cares? I don't care. Even for me, people people you probably work for, they just straight talk about another coworker they don't like, but you're cool with that person. It's like, that person did nothing to me. Why you hate? Oh, because they say this and stuff about me. I was like, who cares? You're 47. This is not high school. Shut up. Leave it alone.
you gotta remember though, not all people have social skills, B. Not all people are able to just like know
yeah.
how to talk to people. Some people
Off topic, real quick.
go,
I really hate you motherfuckers. Sorry,
Hey.
excuse you for cursing because this
No,
is
no,
really,
it's okay.
This is
You
a
can
really
curse.
this is a really
we
tidbit.
already passed that.
Yeah, but I hate you people.
There you
when
go.
I'm sitting eating my food, I got my headphones on. And
Okay.
You just try your best to talk to me while I got headphones on. The whole point of me having headphones is for me to not.
Oh,
hear
they
what
don't
you-
even say excuse me or
Nah,
tap you. Or,
they'll be like, "Hey, did you heard about this?" I'm like, I'm playing music or I'm watching something on YouTube with headphones in my ears. I don't want to hear what you gotta say. I don't want to take them off if it's not important. Every time, and it's always like specifically certain people who I will not mention here.
Yo, you
I'm
know
in
it's
my
funny? You
zone.
told me your coworkers watch the pod.
No, they don't watch the
Oh, I'm
podcast.
about to say.
They don't follow me on social media.
Oh, good. What?
This
Yo,
person.
good. What if they start listening? All this.
Who cares what they're gonna say? They fucking rap about everything else. They're the type of worker that like, oh, if I don't waive it, then they go with HR.
Oh, yo.
They're that type of coworker. Like, oh, just I say hi to you, I got in trouble.
But it's so weird the structure of certain jobs that you certain people are allowed to like slack off or not do their job or like be certain ways. Like I can't understand how like you're supposed to be responsible in this field and that's what you get paid for, but then in this field you lack so much, like being able to talk to somebody, like being able to hold your stuff when somebody's telling you, yo, something is wrong, you're doing something wrong, can you fix this? Or even something like you said, like, yo, I'm listening with my headphones, sitting here, my headphones on, like you see me, and you say, excuse me, no, and then you continue to talk. You know, isn't it weird that certain people just don't recognize they do that? They don't have the social skills, G.
Like, I don't know if it's like
It's not on purpose.
Self-awareness, or they have Asperger's syndrome. Or
It's not on purpose, B. It's not on purpose, son. Like a lot of people are like moving hollow vessels. You feel me? A lot of people don't have souls. Like you laughing,
Souls, like,
it's true though. A lot of people don't have souls,
you
man.
don't have a soul. It may not be a full soul.
What does that mean? You got a half a soul.
Yes, you do good and bad. You do good sometimes and bad sometimes.
Shit, I think it's more than good and bad. Like, I can't for the life of me know why somebody would be satisfied, like I said, living in like your parents' house forever. Like living in projects forever. Like living in a room paying $400 or $500 forever. Like, I'm not saying you gotta want the house, but there's no ambition for more. I could see myself living in that little room forever if I'm spending 18 hours a day on a future, grinding, working. You know what I'm saying? And even then, there's millionaires that got millions of dollars that buy so many houses and don't even live in them. They have it just for the insecurity of not having it before, right? So it's like I can't understand when people don't have drive and motivation to go like
Get a license at least.
get a license at
You
least.
know how many people we know that they're in their 30s and stuff that don't have a license? You don't have to own a car, but at least there's some reassurance to know
You don't
that,
have to
hey,
own a car.
You don't have to own a car to get a driver's
That's
license.
why right now, like even me, look, I'm trying to be worth something in life. I'm over here trying to get my bartending license, trying to get my security license.
I have a license.
I'm trying to get my bartending, trying to get just to have them under my belt, just to have it.
I got mine in 2011. It's a 2-week course, and it's ran through the Department of Education. It's the final exam is you making 20 drinks in 5 minutes.
How much is it? It was like 5 and change, right?
I got it at a discount, and this is back in 2011 because Joseph, shout out to Joey, he got me the course because at the time it was 800, but they had like a discount for 300, so I paid 500 for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And you have to go, I think 4 days.
Is
Monday
it
to
only during the
Thursday.
day?
As far as I know, it's during the day. No, it's between. They usually have it between 3 and 5 and a 4 and 6.
And you
So
got
it's
to
like
pay
2
everything
hours.
up front, right?
You could put half now, half later. I don't know. This has been like 12 years ago, so I don't know how
Yeah,
it's paid now.
yeah.
And then
Everything
once
has
you
changed.
and then once you in, they give you like a bartending database. So if
Okay.
you're looking for bartending gigs throughout the city, you could just like sign up and see if they want you and stuff. And they'll ask for like your resume, like what school. Obviously, whoever is in that database usually was a licensed bartender, and you just look for jobs.
Yeah. Nah, I wanna get even to freelance, B. Even to freelance. I just wanna have these things so I could just go. Same thing with the drone license. You know what I mean? Like I do these little tidbits because I wanna feel like I'm worth something. I don't like sitting at home. All right, I'm lying. I do like playing video games for hours on it.
You want to be a master. You want to be like a jack of all trades.
Not even. Just
You just want to know.
I want to know.
but you don't need
stuff.
to master.
Yeah, I don't need to be
need
a
to
fucking But
That's
that's the 10,000 hour rule. You can't expect yourself just because you've been sitting there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and be like, yeah, I'm the man.
Yeah.
No,
You know everything, but master none of them.
yeah, nah, it's the 10,000 hour rule. Like, my ultimate goal is to get somewhere where I built that house. That's my ultimate goal. I built that house with these two hands and all the Mexican hands that helped me. Yo, I was saying that the other day though. I was going through Flushing and College, and I looked at all the houses and I'm like, yo, these people don't get enough credit. These Mexicans and these Chinos that built Main Street Flushing, that build these high rise, they don't get enough credit, bro.
They probably got paid shit.
Yo,
just to
and
do
no,
it.
it's not even only the paid to do it, but just the architecture, the art. I can't build a house, but I know that one of these, yo, you'd be surprised. One of those drunk Mexicans on Northern Boulevard that be all tan borracho and fucked up. I guarantee, get him sober for a week and be like, yo, build me this house. He'd be like, okay, papi, I got you. Yo, I'm telling you. He goes, just give me 6-pack. You gotta say no. You gotta stay off the drinking because when he gets drunk, he'll stop working. Feel me? Just have him sober. Guarantee. He's just sitting there right now like this in the cold, waiting for a job, drinking a beer. But he's worth so much more. Like, I gotta give credit, yo, when I see these people building these houses lately, because, you know, when you go drive around, around here, I don't see it so often, because in the Bronx, it's always buildings. You don't ever see somebody, when's the last time you see a house being built? When you're driving by it? Like around your area, that you drive frequently.
No, I've seen them recent.
Dude, I see consistently new houses down, up, in 8 months where I live. 8 months, the whole neighborhood, down, up. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. 1 week a house not there. 1 week, I look to my right, whole house is there.
It's
Whole house.
like magic.
Yo, it's crazy. That's why I say I got to give these people credit, because that
building
means they're
at
working
night.
through the wintertime. They're working through the weather. They're working through it. Like, man, I got a guilty confession. I cursed out a construction worker last week.
Why?
Because I was off for like a day of like no sleep. I was up all night the before, and the construction where I live has become intolerable. Like, it's been going 5 years now, maybe 7. It's to the point where everybody's vehicle is damaged. Everybody got to fix their cars, flat tires all over the place, back aches. It's crazy. It's truly crazy.
What happened? What
You know,
made you-
and it's just, I know what it is. They could say that the town needs all this, that, and the third, and I'm not saying for the structural integrity of College Point, it might not need this, that, but I think this has a lot to do with construction company taking advantage of COVID. I think it has a lot to do with the construction company taking advantage of COVID, taking advantage of College Point being the way it is. Like, because I can't people will tell me that it's a swamp area, it's sinking. Okay, I can get the swamp. Why? If I live by Pepsi, at Pepsi, all the ground is smooth. It's tarred up, it's fresh. Mind you, those are trucks that drive back there. It's fresh though. Whenever there's a pothole, it gets cleaned professionally. All the regular roads in College Point don't ever get cleaned that way.
They just get filled, but
They
not,
just
like,
get filled with no
leveled-
love.
With no
No
level.
level. And I ask why. I'm like, why? You know, the way the construction guy broke it down to me was like this. He was like, listen, they're changing several things of piping and water piping and sewage over there. Now, it spans for miles in the real heavy area of College Point, 14th Avenue, 20th Avenue, College Point Boulevard, 15th Avenue. 9th Avenue, 10th Avenue, 7th, all that shit down there with the suburbs of College Point. That's so weird. The burbs of College Point, those are all smooth lands, B. All smooth, no bumps, taken care of. But the real where everything in the traffic is, fucked up. So I asked why. He said because different parts, after they get fixed, need to get inspected. And now, what they have to do is fix all the parts first, get the inspector to check all the parts, and then go fix another area first. And then, so if there's different parts to fix, different things to do, every time they do a major piece of work, they need to have an inspector look at it. And that's what's taking all the time, because it has to be done one step at a time. So this construction has me up to the wazoo. It's like a Sunday now, bro. It's like a Sunday now. And these motherfuckers ain't letting me go up the block. Yo, they've taken 10 parking spots from us for the past 3 years. And then they tow your car if you're parked there. I've gotten my car hit twice because of how much space they've taken. and trucks drive around there. Got my car hit twice. Like, this is like a pandemic, bro. It's really fucked up in College Point. Like, if you live there and you drive in those areas, I feel so bad for you. So now I'm coming up the block, and the guy's like, you can't go. I said, it's a space. I'm going. And then he says I can't go, but a car comes down the block. So I said, yo, the guy just came down the block, and the guy came down the block making a right, coming down the one way that I was coming up. So not only is he coming down the wrong block, he's turning towards me. So I'm like, I got to go up that way. He said, no, I'm not moving. So I got out, and I moved the cone. I don't give a fuck if he was a big dude. You know, like, I moved the cone. He's like, yo, I said you can't do it. I said, I heard what you said, bro, but I'm not hearing what you said, bro. Like, I live here. You guys are a fucking headache. I'm going up the fucking block, and there's nothing you're going to fucking do about it. Yo, you better watch you. I said, I'm not fucking watching nothing. So my day goes on, and I swear, as I got home, I felt bad. I'm like that, because I don't talk to people like that. I don't talk to people like that. And I allowed my no sleep, tired, frustration that lives on the surface of living there for I've lived there for so long, and it's always been like this. These construction companies never do the right thing. But it's sickening because they get paid by the city. And I was told that's why they don't do the right thing. They get paid by the city, and they don't do the right thing because they want to come back and have to redo it to get paid again.
That's the whole...
They want to ask for more time to get paid some more.
It's like when people...
It's the Donald Trump effect, though. Frederick Trump did this. When he came over here, he charged New York City, I think, like 10 to 15 times more the amount than what it really cost him to build hotels on the fronts, the harbors. Yep. I'm not hating on it, but...
And allegedly went to a Klan rally.
Yo, like I said, I had to apologize to the dude. I came around. I actually tried to apologize to him like 4 hours later, and he wasn't back at the spot. So when I drove him to the bus stop, I was like, yo, you the dude I cursed out earlier? He was like, yeah. Bro. I was like, yo, I apologize. I was like, yo, it's all right, man. Don't worry about it. I'm like, nah, bro, my bad. I don't talk to people like that.
Because he probably deals with... you're probably not his first interaction that he's had.
Of course.
Because that's happened with me, too, when I'm, like, in my job. Like,
and not only that, I risk him losing his job.
Yes.
Because the same way that I was fucking mad and I was heated, he could have turned that on me, and we could have got into it, and ultimately, nothing would have happened to me. He would have got fired, though, for touching me. Because the company is going to cut its ties and don't want nothing to do with some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we could have risked that.
I'll give you a scenario recently at my job. We have scanners. Uh-huh. When you go to the scanner, like, it's like a metal detector pretty much.
Yep.
And usually if you go through the metal detector with a walker, it's going to go off like crazy. Like, it's not just going to go beep. It's probably going to beep like 5 to 10 times because of the metal. Mm-hmm. Because apparently the whole metal detector sees the walker as a weapon. And recently we had an old woman.
Okay.
Going through. She had her purse in the front and had a walker. She went through the scanner, beeped like 10, 15 times. We usually stop them and go like, hey, can we check your bag, walker? Check it real quick. Go about your business. This lady, and I hate when people do this because this is how you know you're being a direct asshole. You hear me telling you, stop, I need to check your bag, politely, and you just purposely
she heard
ignore.
You. Yeah, no, she heard you.
So it's like, excuse me, man, I need to check your bag. Walking by me purposely. Walking. Ma'am, I need to check your bag before you go. Still walking. Now she's getting to the turnstile. Fortunately, to get through the turnstile, you need a band. So she didn't have her band. But she's trying to push the walker, and it's not opening. And it's a glass turnstile, so she can break it. It's like, ma'am. So then, like, all of a sudden, now you're the one raising your voice.
What'd she say to you?
She's like, what do you want? Like,
wow. Yo, she with that
I'm
accent.
like,
oh.
Mind you, there's already a line of people waiting. There's like 5 people waiting. I said, I need to check your bag. And she's like, no, you don't.
You were arguing with an abuelita?
No, it was
you was arguing with an abuelita?
It was a Jamaican, red stripe, all that shit.
Yo, she said Jamaican.
Yeah, that. What you want? I was like, you heard what I said.
Oh yeah, nah. What you
Nah,
want,
I was-
boy? Rude boy, don't talk to
but
me.
When I realized I was saying, you heard what I said. I was like, okay, I gotta tone this shit down because this nigga's watching. So I need to check your bag.
I need to tone this shit down.
You gotta check my bag. I go through it all the time, man. Just like,
She was mad.
can I get a sergeant here to the lobby?
Oh, you had to call the boss.
Yeah, because wow,
Did he check her bag?
he checked her bag.
Did she let him?
Yes, he did.
With no problem.
No problem. And then all of a sudden,
Why you think she did that to you?
just to be an asshole,
To somebody.
and it's like, that's not like it's the first time. That's like usually on the regular if you're in that particular post because I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what she's here for. She could be here for cancer. She could be here for colonoscopy. She could be here for whatever the fuck. At the end of the day, I know I could have made the situation worse because I already was getting loud. But I realized at that moment, okay, if I keep going with this loud stuff, it's not going to get better for me because I'm at work. I'm going to risk my job or get written up or some crazy stuff's going to happen where I'm already being watched too. So it's not like I'm by myself. Mm-hmm. So it's like pieces are watching me. I got to calm the hell down. Let me bring it from up here back down here. So as she kept screaming, waiting for while the sergeant was coming, I was like, man, you can't go anywhere. I need to get them. Man, you can't go anywhere. I need to get them. And I just stay mute. I just stay quiet till my sergeant came. So you're not gonna let me through.
Nigga didn't even talk.
That's like I knew like
Nah,
if I
'cause
kept
at
it
that
at
point-
the energy.
Yeah, but at that point, the battle.
I'm not gonna win.
Nope.
I was like, you know what? Let the supervisor handle this. Anything the supervisor does, that's on him now.
That's what I be doing though with people in general. Like, too many times people get hot headed, especially in like the business I've been in, and I see what happens when they get hot headed. They think because you're not up here, you're allowed to be a punching bag down here.
Yeah.
But that's why I just killing them with kindness.
Yep.
But I don't, not only kindness, G, I tell them the honest truth. It's not my job. That's not for me to know. That's not for me to, hey, you usually go through here? That's not when I'm here because I don't know to let you through.
It's above me
I
now.
know to check your bag.
Like, it's
I
above
know-
me now.
Exactly.
That's
You know
what I
what I'm
do.
saying?
That's why I call it. It's above me now. So anything that happens now, the person above got to deal with it.
Yep.
Throw it on to the person that's your manager, everything. Because now, like that. That's why I love that whole interaction with the whole "it's above me now." You saw that video, right?
What?
The reason why it's above me now thing happens. Why people say that?
Why?
Because this older woman with this black guy in the front, like in a hotel,
Okay.
pretty much got called the N-word.
Okay.
It's never going to take the N-word, but the video just starts with him not letting this person through because it's like he's like, oh, you called me the N-word, so I'm not gonna leave you space. You're racist for that. He said, but my daughter's supposed to be getting married and I'm supposed to go to this. She told me to go to this hotel and I'm supposed to meet her here. He's like, it's above me now. And the daughter comes in like, oh, why you not letting my mom up? I was like, because she called me the N-word and I'm not gonna give her a room.
Yeah. No. Because that'd be a good way to look that people should look at things in general. You know, like
But I'm
if
getting
you
married
insult,
tomorrow.
if you're willing to cross it, yeah. But then let me ask you something. When is obviously not right there, not in that moment. In that moment, I can understand lines are crossed. The person who's disrespected might not be willing to back down, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you just said that to me? Nah, not right now. Not right now. We can't. I'm not going to take an apology right now. Especially because the only reason you're apologizing is because you want something from me. You want this room or you want whatever. You want this. So you're feeling bad about me not giving you what you want. You're not even understanding what just happened. You know, like, I could understand that. But then how long do you let that go? You know, do you go 5, 10, 15? How much do I got to say sorry is my point. Like, how much, like, How much do you got to apologize if you truly didn't understand, or you truly like? Does when somebody calls somebody the N word, right? Does it last forever? Because if that's the case, why is Justin Bieber off the hook? Does it last forever? When do you forgive? When do you forgive racism? When is it actually forgiven? Because I can't believe that somebody just stays racist. In this day and age, if you stay racist, like I don't think you're any better than a Klan member. If you're racist against any group of person, what makes you any? You know what I mean? What makes you? If you think your race is superior, yeah, fuck, Dominicans are the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, when you think your race is superior and shit, yeah, you're no better than the people that are racist. So it's like when is that forgiven? When does somebody learn? When does somebody? Hey, I was making fun of my Dominican friend, but when does somebody get forgiven for being racist?
Puerto Rican Day parades rule.
You heard? When does somebody get forgiven? Like, when do you like? Do you think that that people think that Kyrie Irving is racist, or just made a mistake posting up that video?
Well, with the Jews and
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he didn't really do it? What if somebody took his phone? What if somebody
he admitted it?
What?
He admitted he did it.
Fuck it. Yeah, then
And then he tried to stick it by his guns. And then
he did though. He tried to stick to it
for a couple weeks, and then he was forced to apologize. Like, you're gonna lose a lot of stuff if you don't say sorry right now.
You know what's sick though? The movie Stage Up. It's on sale on Amazon, $49.99.
That's a lot for a movie.
But the movie's up though.
Yep.
The point is that if it was so bad, you know what I mean? Amazon wouldn't have left it up. It'd be boycotted. It'd be pushed out, right? Like, even R. Kelly got fucking taken off of platforms for a little while when it all first happened.
I don't know. I actually saw part of that R. Kelly interview again. Not too
Which
long
one?
Ago. The one where he was with Gayle King.
That's the one where he went to jail before he went to jail?
Like, ruining my life. I got kids. Like, he's crying and stuff.
Okay.
He got up and stuff.
Okay.
The part that had me laughing was like, he said, somebody sent me a text saying that I'm hog-tied, woman. I don't know how to hog-tie.
That's the part that he's crying when he says that.
I don't know how to hog-tie.
I gotta see this.
I think I don't know if it's on, because it was on Instagram, but on YouTube I'm not sure. But he's like, they said I'm hog-tied. I don't know how to hog-tie.
Get the fuck out of here.
That should be.
Oh, it's right here. It's right here.
Please, I don't know if it's on YouTube itself.
We're still talking about you with underage girls. Do you still sit here and say you have never been with underage girls? Can you really say that?
I sit here and say this. I had 2 cases back then that I said in the beginning of the interview that I would not talk about because of my ongoing case now.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. But I will tell you this. People are going back to my past. Okay? That's exactly what they're doing. They're going back to the past.
He didn't just say no.
All of this stuff now to that. To make all of the stuff that's going on now feels real to people.
But the past is relevant with you with underage girls.
Absolutely no, it's not.
Why?
Because for one, I beat my case. When you beat something, you beat it. We can't double jeopardy me like that. You can't. It's not fair. It's not fair to nobody. When you beat your case, you beat your case. But
they are still talking.
I don't know. He didn't deny it though.
He didn't really deny it. I'm trying to find that hog tie piece because that had me dying. I don't know. It's put like hog tie, R. Kelly, Gayle.
I don't know how to hog tie. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here. It's right here.
somebody sent me something on my phone and said that I hog tied her. I don't know how to hog tie people.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
Yo.
Oh, God.
I'm very tired of all of you.
I'd be dying.
R. Kelly, you should have been a comedian, my nigga.
My phone and said that I hog tied her. I don't know how to hog tie people.
Yeah. He definitely know how to hog tie people though. He definitely know how to hog tie. Ah, fucking R. Kelly. Damn, my nigga.
That lives
Fuck,
that lives
bro.
rent free in my head. That lives rent free in my head.
Nah, man. You're like, I leave that there just when I need to laugh. Oh,
Be
shit.
laughing randomly somewhere.
Yeah,
Like,
nah,
I don't know how to hog tie people.
I got a couple of those. I got one with Ice Spice in my head and Drake. And
Ice
I was
Spice?
feeling you. Yeah, I got this video in my head. It just anytime I need to laugh.
Where's it go? Like, I'm feeling you. And what? Drake said something
Yeah. He's you saw it right. He was in the Jeep.
in the Jeep.
He's in the Jeep and he pulls up on Ice Spice.
Oh.
Ice Spice. Hold up. Yeah, he pulls up. He pulls up on her. Hold up. Listen. Ice Spice meets Drake.
I'm gonna take that soundbite, that hog tie, and put it in a song. I don't know how to hog tie people.
I don't know how to hog tie.
Put that in
My
a
thing
song.
is he was crying.
Yep, he
was
meant
crying.
it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it from here.
Hey, it's
Oh, it's like a cartoon.
Yeah.
What's your name? You thought I was feeling? My nigga, Munch. So yeah, Munch. Long time no see. What are you doing out here? You need a ride or something? Hey, fellas. Oh, how cool. Well, I just happened to be out grabbing a bite to eat.
Drake wants some pussy.
Hey, fellas. Much, girl. I feel you. Oh yeah. Somebody give me the beam and then the fire and the fella in the jeans. Guys got fire, got fella in the jeans. Stop. Stop. Do that again. You thought I was feeling you? Nah, it's too late. It's too late. The thrill is gone. I'm just gonna go see what Glorilla's doing. Maybe she's fuck nigga free. You thought I was feeling you? Haha. Bye. Heck.
Uh,
How do you command?
That shit's hilarious.
How old is Ice Spice?
Would you hit
21?
that?
Ice Spice?
Yeah. Well, let's find out her age before you say
She's
yes.
21.
Are you sure?
As far as the world tells me.
I don't know. We gotta check.
I think she's 21.
You better hope. You just said that you hit that. She's fucking 17.
I didn't say how we hit it.
You just said you would hit it. She's 23.
Oh, she's 23. So look, definitely.
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah.
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 Would you let her rap for you? Would you get on a beat with her? Do you like her style?
But she has a
What do you
style-
think about her style?
Her style's
Honestly,
just popular for now. It's not something that's just like.
how you know? But maybe you don't think if she changes that, you think she's only famous because of the style right now?
She had a certain look too that was very. That put a lot of eyes on her too with her bar.
With her little orange afro, right?
I'm just hoping she don't get stuck in the baby box where you're just rapping the same flow.
Or
keeping it.
Or the baby hits it, and then she could be like Daddy Lay.
I don't think he's gonna dance like Ice Spice. Nah, that's stupid. That's career suicide. That. I mean, they never really had like a.
They
huge
both
career.
fast rappers though. I could hear the baby and
Yeah,
yeah, I could hear the baby and fucking Ice Spice on the track.
I could too, but
You know that he's hitting it. You know he's gonna hit it if they get in the stew. If we think for a half a second that half of these people that do duets and be in the studio and be in the same spots, they all got money. There's not really much to worry about when you just want to fuck. There's always drinking and smoking involved. You know what I mean? There's always drugs involved. Well, probably not like. There's probably drugs and shit involved. There's probably people there.
you would hit Lotto.
Let me see Lotto.
She's that Atlanta chick.
I think I know Lotto.
I think she's like 25.
Would I hit Lotto? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe. She looks strong. She looks strong.
She looks strong.
Yeah, she's like a strong, very strong, powerful woman. It's a lot of women. She raps, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She got that song Big Energy.
Oh, she's the big energy chick?
Yeah.
You know, I say like and things like that. Like I know the songs and I know the name, but I never like deep dive and put faces and shit because like I found out like a while ago when I started listening to the people I like looking into their lives and what they do and when they get on podcasts, I don't like them as much after. I like their music, you know what I mean? The name Lotto, the big thick end of the song is dope. But then, like, you put a face to it, and then I'll start seeing her on podcasts, and she'll start talking, and I'll be like, I don't like it that much.
You know who makes interviews really engaging that I like?
Oh,
Nardwar.
Oh, but that's what he's known for.
But
That's
he kind of brings him more like life, like into any. Like,
I mean, but even him, look at the way he dresses. Look at the way he looks.
he's just so interested.
Yeah, but he got his thing, he got his niche, and he's a great interviewer.
Because I've seen people that are like just straight monotone in interviews, but then when they go to Narwhal, it's like because he knows how to bring it out of people. Like he's perfected that probably for the past 40 years now. Dude.
Yeah, yeah, and then knowing what to ask and when to ask it is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
So I ask you some
random shit.
Was it true you stole Snickers bar and then be like, how the hell you know that?
That's what I'm saying.
be finding out
He finds shit out that he shouldn't know and shit like that.
That's like if we could both get an interview from Narwhal and Gilly never told me he put things in his butt like that. Wait, when did you do that?
I told you I was molested, D. So for the record,
Okay,
I didn't put it in my own butt. All right.
I don't think he'll bring up that type of stuff.
He could because
He'll
I've
probably
said
know
it.
about it.
He's like, everything comes down to knowing your person you're talking to. If there's a lot of comedians that do talk about their shit, walk around, and yeah, sometimes it will get the personal stuff that they don't want to talk about will get brought up, but that's only because once you talk about something, you leave a green light for somebody else to kind of like engage with it. That's why like I never like repeat things I never want to happen. I try not to never say out loud like, God, I hope this don't happen. I never try to say that shit out loud. Like whether I'm doing something, like say I do something wrong, or say like I know there's a chance I could fuck up right here, or I'm like, damn, I hope that don't happen. I never do that, my nigga. Never put it in my brain. Yeah. You know what I always do?
What?
I keep it fucking pushing. I try to just think the thought and just. Because I know the minute I talk to somebody about it, or the minute that like I bring it up or I repeat it, I'm giving that shit power, and then there's a chance that it'll come up. So I just completely like I really try not to say negative things because they happen. B, you never had that shit when you say something bad and then all of a sudden it happens. Like I hope this don't happen, and then it happens. I hope she's not cheating on me. She's cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
I mean, it'll be not that extreme level, but it'll be like something very simple. But at least most of the time, when I think something's gonna happen that's wrong, it just stays in my head
Yeah.
for the most part because I never been in like a situation where I felt cheated on or I felt like somebody's gonna hurt me or if I say the wrong thing. Usually because in my head I'm already repeating it in my head, saying it like if I say this out loud, I'm just gonna be wrong. But let me just stick with the safe answer. Oh, dude, what do you think of the such and such? The wrong thing will stay in, but the right words to say.
Yeah, I mean, you try, right? You try to say the right thing.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's like that, but I'm not sure. But we can all learn from it, move past it. But in my head, it's like, nah, screw that. Blow it up, destroy it, kill it. Who cares? Nobody's gonna care. We're all gonna die. Do you believe in God? Well, I don't know.
I'll let you know when I get to him.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I see him.
I'd rather believe in God and die and find out he doesn't exist than to not believe in him and die and know that he does.
I guess so. It must be a scary thought though if you die and there's nothing after. You think you just die?
It's just black.
That's it? TV off?
Yep.
Lights out?
What's next?
Oh.
Is there a next?
Of course there's a next. No.
We don't know.
Well, what about the stories of people saying that they've died and come back to life? What about ayahuasca? What about DMT?
But you're still alive having ayahuasca and DMT.
How do you know, though, you're still alive? How do you know? You don't know what realm that is. They don't know what realm that is. People don't really know what realm that is. You can't really... We don't know what death is because we associate death with... Look how many people believe in this is just a vessel. Body's just a vessel. So once your body dies, your soul goes somewhere and goes into something, goes somewhere. Why do we think that our loved ones die and go to heaven? I think there's some ounce of... I would hope there's some ounce of truth to having a soul. I really do. And I know we started the convo with that, but I really hope so. I hope it's not that grim. Just sit here for 70, 80, 90 years, 100 years, and then that's it? Lights out? All that experience, all that love, all that time on earth, all those things you've done. That's it? They die with you?
No, if you live a life that's very fulfilling, people will talk about you till the test of time. Like we still talk about George Washington.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We make jokes about him maybe having false teeth. We talk that he's the first president. We give him his graces because of those. But you don't remember fucking
Are we talking about him?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't remember none of those numbers. Why?
I
They
do.
weren't great men.
I do.
This nigga.
Because I'm a nerd. You know, it's
You know 1
correct
through
as John
10. You know
Adams,
1 through 10.
George Washington,
Okay.
John Adams,
Okay.
Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, Andrew Jackson. Is it William Henry Harrison? Oh no, I think it might be. I know John Tyler, I think, was 10. Or was it James Polk? I think James Polk was 10.
How many presidents we got? 51? 46?
Yeah, 46. 4 of them died in office. No, 4 of them got murdered. That's crazy. While in office.
Why you find that crazy? I don't find it crazy. It's Washington, Adams, Jefferson.
No, James Madison. James Madison's 4. And then it's James Monroe.
James Madison, James Monroe, Quincy Adams,
John Quincy Adams, yes. That's his-
Jackson,
Andrew Jackson.
Martin Van Buren,
Yeah, Martin Van Buren.
Henry Harrison,
And then James Polk.
John Tyler, James
Oh,
Polk.
John Tyler, James Polk. But some of them had some aspects, because when I was looking up most of these guys' stories, in some way, they had there was a big accomplishment that they did, and they each did something super fucked up that just shaped the country.
Oh, like they all made major moves type shit.
They had a really great accomplishment, and then their greatest there was a big mistake that they did, but it was for the benefit of America. Like Andrew Jackson, you know about the whole Trial of Tears, where he made all the Indians go to the West. So he just
Trail of Fears, right?
Trail of Tears.
Oh, Trail of Tears, yeah.
Yep, he's like, you motherfuckers go to the West.
Yeah,
It's all
we don't
gonna
want
be
you on
America.
this side. Go over
Yes.
there.
The Missouri Compromise by James, to keep slavery up north. If you cross this line and you're a free slave, but you gotta stay in the slave states in the downstate. It's crazy shit.
That's sick.
That's fuck. But it's for the times. That was the times in the early 1800s.
That's sick. Where you guys?
It's sick, but that was just how people lived.
Nah, I don't get it. I don't. I want to know.
Look,
I would
Thomas
love to
Jefferson
know
could've made
where
free slaves.
this.
He didn't put it in the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, but I want to know where. If we started, if our calendar for the Catholic religion, right, is 2023, because that's what we really follow, right?
Yep.
We follow the Catholic calendar, right? Mm-hmm. If that religion's been around for that long and it teaches what it teaches in there, nothing about slavery, right? Nothing about keeping people enslaved with a reason if they don't believe in what you believe in, right? Or whatever the case may be. I can't understand where, I saw that documentary how Portugal would take slaves, how the founders that started the United States would carry over the tradition of maintaining slavery to the point where we become into civil war with one another over it, whether we should have it or not, whether we should take a whole nother human being and make them and whip them till they're in submission and we own them. If our religion has been around that long, where did people get shit in their right mind? And it's the Catholic ones, because Portugal's were Catholic. Where did people get in their right mind to enslave other people and think, yeah, this is what our God would let us do. This is what our God would have us do. This is what our God has us do. God said this is okay. Our God says this is okay. That's why, love America. Yeah, y'all pieces of shit. All you government officials that are fucking racist and fucking nasty and have agendas that aren't larger than making the United States and its people great in every way, shape, form. The representation of jails is disgusting. They're privately owned by rich white men whose families own plantations. Like, yo, the dichotomy is so fucked up in the United States.
Yeah, we always been screwed up.
And that's why it's like, these founding fathers, I salute to y'all for the things that y'all did to. I'm here in this time, and I could walk down the street pretty much, do what the fuck I want. Pretty much. Thank you, but I'm not happy about it. Like, if I don't become something in life, I feel like their sacrifice, all those people that got killed and disappeared, and I feel like all their sacrifices for nothing. The same way if you think that when you die, the light turns off, shit, means everything I did in life was fucking nothing, my nigga.
Well, that's why you gotta live a life that means something.
And that's why
Or-
every day.
Like, at least make it mean something to you before you make it mean something to others.
Nah, just make it just mean something every fucking day.
Like, do something every day. Don't try to live a life where you just wake up, do a 9 to 5, and just go home. Like that. Don't make that just your life. Like, do something outside of that. There's a world outside. There's people
Even
we
if you
know.
stay home, write a book.
Yeah,
write
something.
a book. Do something.
There's people that I
Do
know
art.
that never even been on a trip anywhere. Like, they just stay in New York. They don't even. Some of them haven't even been to Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
There's people I know in New York that have never been to Jersey in their entire life.
I know a lot of people that live in Manhattan and don't leave Manhattan.
They just live in Manhattan.
They just live in Manhattan. That's all they need.
That's their life.
That's all they
They
need.
don't, but
I
there's
know
a bigger
people in
world out
I
there.
know people in College Point that don't leave College Point. Like, they'd rather just live in College Point for forever. They've been there 2-3 generations with their family.
Like, there's a bridge that goes to the Bronx. Like, if you know people in the Bronx, like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather live in College Point than the Bronx, though.
shut up.
I would.
You know in College Point.
I would live here next to you. This is pretty nice.
Well, this part of the Bronx is nothing because it's pretty.
So don't suck your teeth then, because you know what I mean. Then
When I mean nothing, I mean like
you know what I mean.
this is a
then.
safer part of the Bronx than the
That's
other
my
parts
point,
of the
though.
Bronx.
I live here with but I won't. I would live in College Point over the Bronx any day.
Your roads,
I mean,
your roads
unless
are
it's
messed
like
up.
Yonkers or like Westchester, but that's not the Bronx, right? That's Yonkers and Westchester, right?
I mean, at one point it was the Bronx.
Is it
some point in time.
on map? Is it the Bronx like on map?
They call it Bronkers.
Oh, really, on the map?
Like, not on the map, but
Oh, the streets call it Bronkers.
like the streets, like in
Like
that
the
edge
Bronx part
between
of
Yonkers
Yonkers?
and Bronx. Yeah. I mean, Bronx was.
I mean, I can't even say I live in Yonkers.
Yonkers
'cause
was the Bronx at one point.
Yeah, like even then, no, like.
And they had the opportunity to be part of the borough system,
But they said no, right?
the leader, I think one of the
leader.
mayor in 1899 was like, nah, we're good. We don't want to be part of the New York City area. That's why you could turn left on a red light. in
Same thing with
Yonkers.
Jersey.
In Jersey, same thing. But in New York City, nah, you can't do that.
I ain't gonna lie. People already can't drive. You don't need to be given no more driving privileges, like making right turns at a stop sign or left turns at a red light. You don't.
No.
But yo, you can walk us out, nigga. We've been here for an hour and 10.
You already
Come
know
on.
the deal. This is what we talk about. Life.
Be dropping two pods this week.
We're dropping 2 pods, so be on the lookout for them. Obviously you're going to watch the one before this one drops, but thank you all for tuning in.
We got to take a thumbnail.
Thumbnail without no numbers, so we won't get confused. But thank you all for watching. I'm Richard Picasso. This is What's Up, Everybody podcast.
Hey yo.
That's G out of character. And peace, love, and yo-yos to you all. And my birthday's in 2 weeks.
Happy birthday early. Where we going? Strip club?
Oh, you taking me?
You want to go to strip club?
You taking me?
You want to go to strip club?
Oh, you taking me?
I'll drive you. I'm not fucking giving you $1,000 and say go be a whore.
Say I need $1,000.
I mean,
I only need $100.
I'll drive you. No. I'll give you 100 then. I'll give you 100 then. I'll drive you, give you $100 and buy you a drink, and we could see some titties all night.
So I can see titties on Where's this place at? Is it in New York?
What?
Is it New York?
Yeah. There's strip clubs everywhere.
You got a long pause.
Cause there's strip clubs everywhere. New York, Bronx, Queens. There's strip clubs everywhere.
There's always that specific strip club.
Oh well, I like the one I went to. But we could go to another one. They're everywhere. The one I went to was nice though. Nice little small.
I've been to a strip club in like 7 years. So.
Yeah, I usually go to like. I was going to like what place I went to? I went to Queens. I forgot what it's called. Fuck is it called? Let me look at it.
The episode, but we're just talking down.
It's what's it called? Dreams. There you go. It's Queens Boulevard.
Also, you know it's Nuggets.
It's Queens Boulevard.
That's when you only hear Tupac songs.
No. There were nice women in there.
They played the R. Kelly track.
No, nice women in there.
Me.
They were nice and
I
sexy.
please no one.
Nah, they were nice and sexy. I know nice women.
I think the women be.
Nah, the music was good. Nah.